What's up, Bazzle babes? Ooh, y'all see my crusty ceiling? Don't be looking at my crusty ceiling. I know y'all can rewind it, so I'm not gonna be. Come on in, come on in. Please wait. Come on in, come on. I'll wait. No, I'm in class. So I'm having chicken fajita for lunch. What does a teacher make for lunch? And some yellow rice. Bobby made yellow rice for me. So I guess it's a mini mukbang. Hey, Mr. Johnson, how are you? Hi, Linda. Aren't y'all supposed to be working? Y'all not supposed to be working? So my little title properly says, it's like this my calm down, my cool down period. Because a few minutes ago, child, these kids were on 10. Well, they weren't on 10. They were just excited, I guess, to be working. But then sometimes you get that one student, hey, oh, hi, how are you? Yes, he caught me live. I'm at work. Don't be looking at my ceiling up there. and I'm telling you, sometimes as a teacher, it's stressful. So I got chicken fajita meat, yellow rice. Oh, and I got cheese. And I put this I love this stuff. It's a garlic sauce. It doesn't taste like garlic, so it's like a hot sauce. And then I found some cheese. Oh, school. Why was your school canceled today? Was it because of weather or something? Then I sprinkled the cheese on my little tortilla, so y'all can't get a full view of my sandwich. Look, I don't know where the camera is on this thing. Okay, I'm going this way. I don't know. It's just something to eat. But why did they cancel school? So, oh, which kids? My kids at school or my kids at home? I think Bobby has the basketball game. Oh, you're on your lunch break too, Kevin? I'm on lunch. Then I have to put in grades.
Can you bring the name to the front office, please?
Well, I'm quite sure.
After Miss finish. Copy that.
You wouldn't want to slide on black. Well, in Texas, if we have a freeze, our roads will get frozen. And we have what you call black ice, so it's really dangerous. But so my last class, the kids get so excited about writing. I gotta read every sentence. I'm like, One girl was like, well, I'm not doing nothing today. I was like, but you're so smart. So for teachers out there or people out there who struggle with defining students, child, they just like your kids. Struggle with defining kids or students. Where I work, my rationale is I'm going to encourage you. And this particular person is really, really smart. Oh, you have black ice everywhere? Yeah. Hey, Simply K. Oh, you just woke up? Well, I'm glad you caught me. And so with the student, she was like, well, I'm not doing no work. I'm like, okay, but you're so smart. And I told her, even as human beings, sometimes we are, I don't know where to look on this thing. I think I'm looking right there. Sometimes we are our worst critics. So I was like, sometimes I struggle with that myself. I said, but you're only challenging yourself. So I said, I would love for you to do the work, but if you don't want to, you're not having a good day, whatever. So I start working with another group, and maybe like 15 minutes later, she was like, okay, miss, I'm going to work now. She said, I'm finished with my sentences. And she wrote the sentences like that, but I said, and it just brought little tears to my eyes because, you know, I just let her have her moment, and then she eventually came around. So I'm really excited. So I would say when you have defiant students, it's not, I don't believe it's the teacher's job to then go back and forth with the student and force them to work. If you choose not to work, I can't make you work. Remember, I'm dealing with certain elements with behavior where I am. So I'm like, okay, as long as you're not disrupting anyone else, maybe you'll work tomorrow and you can catch up later. And kind of had the issue yesterday too. So And then she did the packet that she didn't do yesterday, so she still gets full credit. Did it take her a minute to come around? Yes. Did I have to try, oh, I'm the boss, you listen to me, oh, I'm the authority figure? No. I was like, okay, you don't want to do your work, maybe you'll do it tomorrow. And that's just what she did. I'm not going to force students. Teachers, don't force your students to do work. Now, when you're dealing with kids at home, you can take something away. Some people like to spank. I don't spank. So I just take things away at my house. So I was pretty excited that she did come back around because, child, I'm like, woo. But they were some little busybodies. I get that class twice. So, I do have some videos to upload. I wanted to jump on here really quick to say sometimes certain things in life are not worth stressing about, especially when you don't have control over it. The only person you can control is you, and that little girl I can't control. But I did give her encouraging words, and she came around, and she's a brilliant little girl. So it's been busy at work. So at this phase right now, we're preparing all the kids for testing. So all next week is testing for the whole week. And then we come back. After next week, I think it's the 3rd to the 7th they test. And then we got one more week of school and then Christmas break. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to put up the Christmas tree. Right. Yeah. And so with my students, you have to teach kids and meet them where they are. So with the little group I had at the table, they had to wait for me, but then we worked together in a different way than the rest of the class works. Christmas break, we have 2 more weeks of school. So Friday, then next week is testing, so the week after next. I don't know what date that is. Is that the 19th? So 2 more weeks of school. And then next week is all testing. We test all next week. And then tomorrow at this school, we have a half day on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays, we usually go to trainings. And then on Fridays, the kids have different doctor's appointments. But the teachers can't leave, but it gives us the chance to do our administration. Hey! Okay, we got, and I know I'm going to say it wrong. It's Javon, but we got Jeff. You guys need to check out her site. Now, this is funny. Javon, your life is the antithesis, which is like the opposite of my life, but it's still based on love. So you have a full family. I have kind of broken, but we still come together because it's all based on love. But the dynamics, or, I got to throw my little vocabulary words, the dichotomy between your life and how you portray your family is still similar. Mine is just on the struggle side, child. But, I do the best I can with what I have, but still base it around that family element, but sometimes my kids be getting on my nerves. So I'm on my break, but I love watching you and the kids. So y'all need to check out her vlog. Y'all probably already are. She got like 1 million subscribers up there. But I do watch your channel, and I live vicariously through you, especially when you shop. Like, put one of those in the cart for me. And so I'm on break. So I get a break. The kids go to lunch from 11 to 12. And then my break really is 12 to 1. So I have 2 hours where I can get a lot of stuff done. And prepare for the next day or put in grades. I got to put in a lot of grades by tomorrow. So wish me luck with that. And I will also say, being an English teacher, yay! I did say her name right. I would say with being an English teacher, and I feel my stuff, I'm like, I don't remember, I'm dealing with a certain group. So for me, you don't have to remember dates and all that stuff like in history or science or math. Mine is like, does this sentence make sense? Did you write the sentence? So my stuff is more participation. Did you write a complete sentence? So I try to, hey, Kimberly, how's my Maddie girl? So I try not to stress the kids out too much, but they get so excited just to be writing. And with these kids, so I had to sit with my little group, and sometimes I have to read. They have a different level of work, but they need that one-on-one. So sometimes it's like I feel like I'm spread myself thin, and I wish there was so much more I could do. But y'all know y'all not gonna find another Bazzle, honey. And so my next group that's coming are high school girls. So I just finished middle school. Then I do the high school girls. And some of the kids come and go. They may be here for a month. They may be here 2 months, 3 months, or whatever. And then they'll get placed with the foster family, or they'll get adopted, whatever. But honestly, I give the same work. Who's going to be doing 99,000 lesson plans? I'm not. No, you only here for 5 days. So what I do, my expectations from middle school, my expectations for middle school writing will be different from high school writing. You can have the same prompt, but how you write is going to be, you hate participation, gives you anxiety and extremely shy. Oh no, when I say participation grades, I'm not saying get up in front of the classroom and read your stuff. My thing is, did you write the paragraph? Did you at least try to write the paragraph? Let's see what you wrote. Let's see how we can fix it up. I'm not gonna be taking off points for grammar, because some of these schools, some of these kids have missed years of school. But I'm like, did you try? And I don't want to beat a child down because they didn't have the correct past tense or verb or whatever. Why would I do that? You want to uplift them and meet them where they are. So I'm like, okay, thank you for participating. I'm putting in, you're going to get a 90. You did all the steps. You wrote your 5 sentences. You did what you were asked, because sometimes they get shut down. They'll rip their paper up and throw it right on the floor. I had a student yesterday just rip her paper up. I was like, all right, maybe we'll try tomorrow. This is a different student, and she came in today. She did all her work. All her work. So I understand that they have good days, bad days. Child, y'all know I be having bad days. I just don't bring them to school. And then one little girl, she's supposed to be writing a book. No, I'm not gonna have the kids look up essays on how to write the essays for them. Or you talking about Grammarly? No, they have to write their own stuff. And when they write their stories, they love writing stories. I did realize that they do. Some of the students love to write because it's therapeutic for them. So I use that to my advantage. And one little girl, she said she's starting to write a book. And what is it? A bullet can fly. And she said she started writing. I said, well, before she wrote a whole page. Oh, okay. Thank you. No, when they're writing essays, I don't let them get on the computer for that. So this little girl, she's writing a book. And she said she won't be here much longer. She was like, can you edit it for me? What I really wanted to say, people pay for editors. I was like, sure. But I told her, before you start writing, or even if you're thinking about writing a book, and I should be one to talk, because people have been telling me to write a book for years. So I'll do spoken word pieces, or I used to write little stories on Facebook. And she was like, oh, and I was like, well, before you start, you got to build your characters out first. What does the character look like? What does it sound like? What are some of the tics that character have that add to their personality? Where's your setting? She was like, oh, that does make sense. I was like, good. So now you need to go back and just build your foundation first. What did that say, Javon? What'd you say? Oh, you saw the ones of me in the news? Oh, I don't think anybody sees that. Y'all know I was on the news before, honey. You can do 24 challenges with the kids. Oh, at home or with your students. Well, with these students here, I'm not allowed to film them. I wish I could, because they want to do like the Pocky chip. I'm like, that Pocky chip thing is like $100. You gotta put that. I gotta put that on layaway, child. And the kids are like, just buy one. And I said, no, that's gonna be like torture. I can't give y'all anything hot. So we did a crybaby challenge, and I do that with certain groups. I do different things with different students. And I did that with my boys because I have to get a little more creative with the boys. We played basketball the other day in classroom. And so, so I know how to get creative with the group I'm working with. Would you say, yes, I was on the news and it's not for negative stuff? You was on the news. Well, with these, Elijah, with these kids here, they've been taken away from their homes by CPS or other people. So they're here, so this is their home. The kids go to school on site. And so they don't have parents where I can get permission and stuff. Oh, no, Simply K. Why would a teacher do that? And you guys know what I did? I was on the news, Kevin, for my classroom, how unique it was, the things that I'm doing with at-risk youth, and they did a full feature on me. So it was 2 segments. And so, yeah, a lot of these kids don't have kids, but I worked with at-risk youth for 2 years, so when they would get kicked out of school, they were sent to us to deal with that behavior, but I never had problems with them. And I probably get along well with behavior kids because I'm coming from a similar background and similar challenges. Some of you already know that, I'm the last surviving member of my family. My family was wiped away by drug abuse and AIDS. So I'm the last surviving member, the first person to graduate from high school, the first person to graduate from college. And trust me, it took me a long time to get through college. Child, I got student loans up the woo. And so, I forgot what I was telling y'all. I don't know, it's going in and out into that. So, but what I do and what I would love, and it's a dream for me to do, I feel as though I want to reach more kids, and I do characters. Maybe when this is done, I'll attach a link to one of my other channels. Like I have an educational channel too, and I have tons and tons of characters. My most popular character is Miss Sweet Short Sally. And she kind of looks like Medea, and I put body padding on and stuff, and the kids just love it. I would love to be just a guest teacher to teach a mini lesson and go all around, the U.S. or the world, just being a guest teacher, but in character. And yes, I love Chick-fil-A, child. And I don't go out for lunch. I just bring, I always pack something. Most of the time it's peanut butter and jelly, but I did bring some chicken fajita. So I bought chicken fajita. That's probably my accent coming out. So I got chicken fajita meat that I grilled and I cut up with scissors and I put it on tortilla bread with some spicy habanero cheese that I found. And so we'll eat that. And child, they had some ribs on sale. So they must be cooked today. You know how you have that meat that must be cooked? Can you and the kids do a food video? Elijah, where have you been, my love? I done started a little mukbang channel. We eat food on that channel because I figured my regular channel, y'all want to see me eat. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you see my Miss Sweet Short Sally? Yeah, I love Miss Sweet Short Sally. She is sassy. And you know what's weird? When I get into characters in the classroom and I become that. So I got Miss Sweet Short Sally, Tyrone in the house. That's Tyrone. And then I have Tony from the block, you know what I'm saying? And then I got Frida. Frida is from Africa, okay? So I teach my lesson throughout the whole class period. I've really become that character. It's like something takes over my body and I just become that character. And then I'll go and I'll change. I'm like, oh, I'm back. Did you have a substitute? But for Miss Sweet Short Salad, she just sassy sugar. Transforming into Miss Sweet Short Sally, that takes me, I try to do it fast, But she takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to transform into her because I have to put on all my padding and my exaggerated makeup and all that stuff. And I love her to pieces. I have not brought the characters here to the school because I'm still trying to get used to the behavior. And I will say this is my first time dealing with high school students. I love, 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 love middle school because middle school to me is the branch between you're still a kid transitioning to adulthood, but you're not quite there yet. So they have that certain innocence about them that I love, and they love characters. So, but I will have to bring the Sweet Short Sally here before I leave. Well, Simply K, sometimes it takes a teacher to really break that down. And with my kids and this group of kids, sometimes I have to chunk it. And then we have to analyze. It's like being a detective. And you got to know the basics of metaphors and similes and what does he mean by, I don't know, I'm coming up with something. He ran through the halls like a bird flying through trees. I don't know. So you're gonna be like, oh, okay, he was running really fast, you know, whatever. He was gliding down the street like lightning. So you kind of have to be able to analyze those things and dissect what you're reading, and you have to write little notes on the side of each paragraph to really understand it. And I'm a two-time reader. I have to read things twice. And so with the kids, we had to analyze a poem. All right, Kevin, enjoy the rest of your day. So, look, I'm going to have to go too, and I don't like to keep y'all too long. So, we had to analyze a poem. I was like, and I read the poem, I was like, I didn't understand none of that mess. So, each line, for me, even as a teacher, I had to analyze each line and break each line down and write little notes. Then I had to go back, start at the top, and then read my notes, and then it made sense. Some of that stuff don't be making sense in school. You got to break that down. I've been a teacher for 4 years, but I have never, ever worked at a traditional school. I don't know what it will feel like to work at a traditional school. Javon, I'm not sure if you're still here, but I don't know what it would feel like to work with, you know, at your daughter's school. I don't know. But I have a way of teaching that breaks it down. One time, I had to teach social studies. I ain't never teach no social studies. So, okay, so we had to learn about the Civil War, right? So I had to teach them about the Civil War. I was like, I got to learn this before I teach it. But then I had to break it down. And I'm like, why does social studies teaching make things so difficult? I was like, you know, you got your homeboy on the north side and you don't like them on the south side and y'all just butting heads. That's the Civil War. So I had to break it down the way that these kids can think about it. And of course, there's probably different groups. Like I work with at-risk kids. So that's how I had to break it down. And they got it. They got all of that stuff. And I was like, that was easy. Why history teachers make things different? Oh, and this date and this date, you just reading stuff all day. You gotta make it fun. Yeah. Yeah, her channel, her Jablogs, her channel is so amazing, and the love and the stuff that she does with her family is just great. I mean, it's great. I mean, I feel as though our channels mesh, but mine is more from the struggle perspective and hers isn't. But the commonality is that, you know, the common bond is that we're going to do whatever we have to do for our children. And, you know, and sometimes it comes with discipline. Sometimes it comes with playing, you know, cooking, eating. So it encompasses all those things. And I'm not sure how long she's been on. I think she's been vlogging for 2 years. I believe she said her kids started first and then she started doing it. But some people, they blow up with the vlogging. And some people, it may take a little time. And, oh, well... No, well, I'm quite sure some kids will try to cheat on their exams next week, but not these kids. They don't. And when we do testing, I seat them differently. And they're not allowed to bring any backpacks or anything like that, so they never bring stuff in. No, they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. But I don't want to. I always feel like I'm holding, because y'all know I could talk for hours, child. But I wanted to put this out there, like, how do I deal with Defiant kids? Look, I don't. No, I just give them their time. And, you know, I will encourage it, like this little girl. This break is, I get 2 hours. So I do get 2 hours for the break. So I'm supposed to do my planning, and then I have lunch. So after I finish chit-chatting with y'all, I'll do, is Clinton ready for graduation? My son, is he ready for graduation? Child? No. You got to be passing all your classes for graduation, right? I ain't been talking about Clinton and stuff like that, okay? He did make a meal. I still have not edited that video. I'll get around to it. Ooh, one more day of school. It's going to be a great day tomorrow than the weekend. No, Clinton's not ready for graduation. He still has never had a job. Still doesn't want to work. I think he gets, you know, his money from Twitch. I think he makes more than me, child. But still, I think he needs to experience working a job and the responsibility that comes with that. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. My Defiant students, I just give them their space. But Clinton has had his space for 17 years now. It's time to get real, okay? Time to get real. So I don't know. Don't be making me upset. I don't want to talk about him. So anyway, I'm going to finish my little tortillas. Getting kind of dry. Dry. I didn't bring any sauce for it besides my little hot sauce that I get from the Asian market. Or the Asian section at your grocery store. So, thank you for coming on in. Oh my gosh. Wait, for real, wait. So, I went to training yet. Wednesdays we have trainings, and it's a long drive to get to that training. And this lady was talking to me. I know my lips probably ashy. She was talking to me. Ooh, my kids don't like spicy stuff, Elijah. I'll try it. Bobby might do it. We'll try the spicy noodle challenge. You okay? So, this lady was talking to me yesterday, and she was kind of close because they were about to start the meeting. Then she stopped. She looked at me. She was like, "Are those your teeth?" Oh no, we stopped again. Why we stop? I don't know if y'all can see me or hear me. Okay, so thank you for hanging. I don't know. I'm frozen. All right, if you guys can hear me, I'm about to go back to work. Thank you for hanging out with me. I don't know if y'all, I don't know. I'm frozen, child. Okay. So, thank you. Until next time, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. And make sure you hit your post notifications. Okay?